don't even know. We up in the put it. Oh, okay. Shoot, we on episode I think 50 something. I don't even know. I've been knocking all these episodes out. Getting them out the way. And as y'all see, like when y'all do see this episode, y'all gonna see the video quality gonna be high tech. The audio gonna sound amazing. Cause as y'all know, I do real estate, and then I also do the e-commerce. And right, this summer has been treating me really good as far as real estate. So the more I get paid and the more houses I sell, the more quality y'all gonna hear from the show. So one of the reasons why, well, I did plan to have guests today. I don't know what happened to the guests. If they come, they come. Uh, it is what it is. But y'all know I do the show with or without people. I did want to give y'all some updates. So like with the Eli Talks podcast, I am gonna be start having guests to have real conversations, funny conversations, showcase some black-owned entrepreneurs as well as other people who are inspiring and doing something like myself. If you want to be a sponsor, showcase your business, for me to simply put an ad in the show because we have over 1,000 people listening to our show, and then of course we have over 2,000 people listening to the Let's Talk About Whatever podcast. So if you want to be a sponsor on the show, just feel free to DM me on my Instagram, or you can text me personally. Most people, it's not hard to reach out to me. Or, you go to www.thealexanderbrand.com, shoot me something there, and we'll get things popping and get your business. And I discuss pricing and things like that. And I try to do it like a few episodes. That way, so if it's 5 episodes, you pay for 5 episodes, I'm going to promote you them 5 episodes. But, if you want to be a sponsor, just feel free to reach out. I'm here to pretty much promote and work with anybody. But I like to announce this season of the Eli Talks podcast as a new season to where, the first season, I did mostly episodes by myself, having real conversations. But I've had some input, and I wanted to bring in other people and start having real conversations with other people. So whether it's having a real conversation with my cameraman, whether it's having a real conversation with Teddy, Double Ohim, Rax TV, anybody local in the city, I'm trying to, showcase that. Now, just a PSA, public PSA. Everybody is not going to be able to get on the show simply because I am one person. I am looking to hiring an assistant, but we ain't there yet. So everybody is not going to be on the show. And also, when it does come, because I do want a lot of people to be on the show, but when it comes to the music aspect of things, I don't want to bring in a whole bunch of artists because it's a lot of artists that reach out to me all the time trying to be on the show. But my thing is, if you're going to be on the show and you're an artist, I want you to at least be consistent, and that's actually what you want to do. Not, you want to be on the show just to get a look, and then 5 months later down the line, you're not even doing music no more. Because, I want to showcase people who, I want to showcase them where they started when they was down bad, just like with the podcast. When we was out in my crib, Terrell in them crib, with the dog in the background on the video, the camera cutting in and out type thing. So I want to showcase people like that, but I also want to showcase consistency. So that's why, I don't really bring in too many rappers because most people, young people, they want to be rappers. I mean, and that's cool, but are you consistent? Like my man Double Ohim, let me see, Ray Allen, people like them, people who are actually, they taking the time to invest in their craft, whether they making money off it or not. So I want to showcase people that are really doing things. And also black-owned businesses like myself. I know people like Vaughn. He got the Smooth Joe merch. People like Robert. He got the hairline popping. I plan on getting Robert, me and him was supposed to do something a few weeks ago, but I had to go out of town. But moral of the story is, new people are coming on this season, and we pretty much showcasing any and everybody from politicians you want to be on the show, from YouTubers, you name it, you hit my DM. Bring a good proposition, you know. Also, like when you DM me, you know, introduce yourself. Introduce like some things you probably want to cover or whatever. Cause I'm also about having goofy conversations, but also having real conversations as well. Um, Now when it does come to, cause a lot of people have been asking me all the time, what's going on with the Let's Talk About Whatever podcast. So with the Let's Talk About Whatever podcast, you know, some of us in the group, we had some differences or whatever. People not seeing eye to eye. But as far as Let's Talk About Whatever podcast goes, me and Terrell are still cool. So, you know, whenever Terrell got some family things he's dealing with right now. So whenever, you know, Terrell want to do another episode, we could do it. But that brings me to my next point, is that we are going to end up putting our premium episodes, or even the Let's Talk About Whatever podcast, on Patreon. That way, you know, we can get paid for what we do, even if it's, you know, it's a small amount, and not even just getting paid, but, you know, taking the profits from the podcast and putting it back into the podcast. That's why, you know, with the Eli Talks and the audio, we are making money off that, as well as the Let's Talk About Whatever podcast, and that's being put back into the podcast. So it's not even, you know, going to me. I'm not splurged or anything like that. Like, when y'all see this new setup with Fresco Studios, shout out to Fresco Studios too. Been rocking with them for almost 3 years now. But when y'all see the new setup, y'all hear the microphones from the camera. Shout out to the cameraman, Bam. Go make sure book him, most definitely. What's your Instagram?
At Sir_Bam Bam.
Okay, at Sir_Bam Bam. Yeah, go check him out. One of the best video people I know, as well as affordable too. Cause I've had people, their quality is not even as good as yours, and they've been charging me almost $500.
Yeah.
I'm like, dang, for an hour? Yeah. but you know, but I'm also a firm believer in sticking with people. So, you know, when I met Bam, you know, and have we done work together before?
Nah. Well, you did. I think your mom's had helped us with the mixer with some food.
Yeah. I think that's where I met you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I met you on that, and ever since then we've been locked in. You know, you've been working with Teddy, doing his videos or whatever. So, you know, I just want you to know that, you know, we forever locked in. So, you know, if I need a cameraman, you who I'm coming to. Especially, you know, like, I'm doing a lot better in real estate. So, like, and the market's booming. So, you know, I'm finna be like,
Want to get into like photography for real estate. That's a really good market.
oh yeah, you're right. So, matter of fact, yeah, I definitely put you on. I put you on with my broker as well, you know, and, you know, get some agents, you know, using you as well. And then you just give me some cards and I got you. And then also, you know, I'm probably going to start listing houses on my own as well. So I definitely put you on for the pictures. But yeah, I try to put all my people on. And I want to see everybody win. I try not to, you know, knock any of my people's dreams. My biggest thing is, you know, keep getting people to stay consistent. You know, I'm a firm believer, you know, I've studied pretty much any and everybody, and then when it comes to staying consistent, whether, you know, you down bad, you down to your last $5, or you ain't even gotten you negative $5 in your bank account or whatever. One of the things I learned about people who are successful is that they stayed consistent no matter what happened, you know. Even though they was down bad, you know, they kept it going. And that's kind of like me with the podcast. So whether we have 3 or 4 different guests, whether it's the Let's Talk About Whatever podcast, whether it's the Champ Talk podcast, any other podcast that y'all see me on, one thing about me is y'all are going to see that I am consistent. So whether I'm one person or whether it's just me and a broom, we recording the podcast and we going to get it done. Because that's just, you know, who I am as a person. I'm a firm believer in consistency. And, you know, and also, you know, I study statistics too. So, like, you know, for most people who do things for consistently for 10 years, it's that 10-year mark is where things really start to pop off. So, I'm fine with, staying at my mama crib, until the money right. I mean, my money is right, but why move into a place or an apartment or somewhere that I don't have to? No, and while I'm also in college, that way I get to save my money, put it back into my business. That way, when Christmas come around or my birthday come around, a holiday come around, and what I do, I'm one of those people when those holidays or things like that where we get gifts come around, I'm one of those people I ask for business tools as my gifts. So, instead of me, struggling to make a check, to invest into myself, I'm out here. When my mama asks me, hey, what you want or whatever, I'm asking, hey, get me a camera. Give me a GoPro. Give me a microphone or something. Something that I can use towards what my actual overall goal is. That way, I'm not wasting time. I'm a firm believer in not wasting time. So if you're trying to be a successful millionaire or successful whatever, why not start now? Why wait until, the quality is better? Why wait until the video quality is 4K when you could just start now like I did, when we started, man, the video quality was probably, I ain't gonna lie, man, the video quality was what, 720. Video quality was 720. Yeah, we moved up to 4K. But it's all about that growth process, and I really appreciate everybody who support me and kept my dreams alive as well. But that's one of the gems for today's episode is, staying consistent. Make sure y'all stay consistent. We going over a lot of few things, We did plan on having guests, but as I do with the Let's Talk Whatever podcast, when we don't have guests, I have a whole bunch of topics that we can cover. Cause I'm one of those people, I have a backup for everything. So like even if it was just me and the broom, we was gonna be me and the broom on that show. But yeah. Next topic is losing friends in this business. So, and also just a pre announcement. Like, so this episode is probably not gonna be a more funny episode. It's probably gonna be a more serious episode, touching on some real serious topics. We might giggle a little bit with the time we have, or with some of the topics I have listed, but going back to the Let's Talk About It podcast and how I said that a lot of the people, because it was about 5 or 6 people on the show at one point, and pretty much everybody is going. It's not, we down to like 2 people now. So I didn't want to bring that into losing friends in the business or losing friends in the dream or whatever. So one thing that I learned, with losing friends who, probably ain't want to do podcasting as much as I want to do, or doing business as much as I want to do it, or things like that, is, you just got to let certain people, do them. If they don't see the vision, then, they don't see the vision. If they don't see that future bag that could potentially make, we all could potentially make from whatever we trying to accomplish, that just is what it is, I'm a firm believer in, I'm not gonna let too much compromise a future bag or a bag that's sitting for me on the next day. I'm one of those people, we don't gotta be cool, but we can most definitely be cordial. So whether it's, doing a show or working on a business idea, and things are not going our way, I'm still a firm believer, we got to keep things going, we got to do trial and error. This ain't work, so let's try this. That ain't work, so let's try that. This was a bad guess, so let's get this type of guess type thing. So that's kind of where I am when it comes to losing friends in the business. And also when it comes to losing friends in the business, just from personal experiences, if people want to leave, let them leave. If they don't owe you no money or, any no contractual obligations, let them leave. Because, waiting on people, to make up their mind when it comes to business ideas or just whether they want to do something that you are for sure about, you don't have time to wait on other people, because just like most people know, you could die tomorrow. You could die within that next hour. So why not go ahead and accomplish what you need to accomplish right here, right now, while you still got the time. You don't really got time. Like somebody like me, I don't got time to be waiting on nobody. And that's why, a lot of the things when it comes to the Eli Talks podcast, they were originally supposed to be meant for the Let's Talk About Whatever podcast. But I don't have no time to wait on people. And I'm not into people getting into it, bashing each other on social media or anything. Like, we keeping the ball rolling. So that's why you getting the quality microphones from Fresco Studios. You getting the quality 4K video quality from BAM. Cause I'm all about we invest into the business, even if that's my last. I want, as we get older, as we grow, I want y'all to see the growth. So y'all see me when I was at 720. Now y'all gonna see me in 4K. Now y'all gonna see me better with advertising. We reached over 1,000 people in a year, but I'm trying to reach 10,000 people this year, as well as and all of that is going back to trial and error. I'm out here, and I'm gonna invest. I have an advertising budget. So now I'm gonna be, testing different ad strategies. I invest into an online course, learning how to do ads. You name it, I'm learning how to do it. That way I can reinvest it into what I really want to do. And one of the things I really want to do is podcasting. And I think I got one more note on, when it comes to losing friends in the business. It's cool to lose friends in the business, but try to, let it be on a positive note, not on a negative note. You don't want things to be up in the air like how things are with the Let's Talk About Whatever podcast now. Because, a lot of people come up to me and, I don't really be knowing what to say because, it wasn't just my show. It was my whole crew show. It's about 10 of us in our whole crew that, we was running around, chilling, we was all high school friends, all that, and we all just went our separate ways, really. People, they starting families, people getting into relationships, doing whatever. And, I respect it, but, I'm still going to continue to do this. And one thing that people are not going to say about me is people are not going to say that I used to be doing, they remember when I used to be doing something that they knew was my passion. Because me, whether it's podcast, y'all going to see me podcasting. The Alexander brand, skincare products, all that, y'all going to continue to see that, most definitely. A few things that y'all probably not going to see me do for, a longevity standpoint is probably real estate. Real estate does bring me a lot of money, and real estate is what I use to fund my activities. But, I'm trying to go past real estate. I'm trying to get into where I'm making money passively instead of, having to, wake up at 11 o'clock, 8 o'clock in the morning. Hey, the client say, hey, can you come show me this house? Hey, can we put an offer in or whatever? Because, that's draining on the body. So, I'm trying to, make passive income, investing in the stock market, making money off dividends in the stock market, making money off investment real estate, making money off different things to where I have to do less work. And then, eliminating the workload. That way I can do things like podcasting. Because if I had the time and I had, the budget, I would podcast every single day. Because most people know me, I can talk for days. I can keep going. That's just who I am as a person. But that's my tip on losing friends in this business. Another tip I wanted to touch on was relationships in business. One of the things I learned, and I've just learned from other people's as well as celebrities and my own personal experiences, that when it comes to relationship and business, make sure to keep the two separated. Whether you are friends with somebody or y'all are friends, I personally recommend not doing business with friends. Or if y'all do business with friends, make sure y'all have a contract that's outlining literally any and everything. And that's kind of where I messed up with some of my early business ventures. Not having contracts, even though I was dealing with my friends, because when things do come up, people they looking at you still from a friend point, not a business standpoint. And when they looking at you from a friend point, what I might do as a friend might mess up the business. Yeah, it might mess the money up. So that's why you need to have that separation. And then also, one of the things I learned early on when I was in high school was to not involve females in my business that I'm not married to or anything like that, cause that took me down quick. Because matter of fact, before I got into podcasting,
Yeah.
I was doing YouTube.
Yeah.
But my original idea was to do YouTube by myself. Cause that was really that was the start of the podcast. But I had a little girlfriend in high school, whatever, and she was like, "Why you want to do it by yourself? Why you just don't want to do it with me?" And that's why I messed up. Now that I look back on it, I messed up back then. Cause the YouTube, we did about 3 videos, and it was we was doing good. We had a little following or whatever. But then we start getting into it. Then she start saying, I don't wanna record if the quality ain't 4K.
Yeah.
I don't wanna record if we don't got microphones for each of us when that's not in the budget. When that's not in the budget or anything like that. So then that led to when things started to get petty, or when we started to realize the relationship thing wasn't for me and her. Then that's when she started sabotaging. So cause the channel was me and her. It wasn't just me.
Yeah.
So then she logged into the account. She started deleting the videos. I'm like, bruh, come on, bruh. Come on. She started deleting the videos. Then she would lie about it. Then she would go on to start. She deleted the channel. I'm like, bruh, come on, bruh. Come on, bruh. So then.
After she started deleting the videos, that's when you changed the password right there.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I'm like, bro, you didn't mess it up. And that's actually where me getting into podcasting started.
Yeah.
Actually, because I tried to do a little YouTube thing, and we was doing good too.
Yeah.
Doing good too. Really good. But I learned early on, don't mix pleasure with business. Cause that would mess things up for sure.
I had a little situation like that. Back in high school, there was a group of us. We supposed to be like fly university. Everybody was doing our thing.
Yeah.
Then we had an outside entity kind of come in and just throw a wrench in everything.
Ah.
And that just was the start of a downfall. It was a big snowball. It started small, just got bigger and bigger.
Damn.
Everybody going their own separate ways.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's really kind of what happened to my crew as well. Like, and I'm like, dang, we was really running around with 10 people.
Yeah.
And like, I'm talking about we going everywhere. We going to the club together. We going to the beach together.
Yeah.
We at each other apartments.
Yeah.
And then all that's done. Now, to this day, I probably only talk to like 3 people. And that's not even every day.
Yeah.
It was like, dang, like, and now like I done got whole new people like that I'm dealing with as far as friend wise and relationship and stuff. It's like, dang, bro. And then we could things could have been simple, but it is what it is. But yeah. But that's my tip on relationship and business. I did want to touch on a few things when it came to touch on new music. I ain't talked about music in a while. I also wanted to talk about Floyd Mayweather and Logan Paul. Man. Bam, did you watch the fight?
Look, I actually watched it today. Like
Wow.
I actually watched it today. I put work in on that, but I don't know who really thought
Yeah, I think Floyd did his thing, and I do think Floyd knocked him out.
Oh yeah.
He hit him. He hit him good. He caught him,
caught him.
and he was holding him up. Holding him up.
He was tired. After 3 rounds, he was gone. He kept holding him. Yeah, he was done.
Yeah. When I seen the first round, I knew he was gonna tire himself out.
Oh yeah.
I was like, bro, what is this man doing? Like, bro said, forget training, all that, bro. That's crazy. That's crazy. But I do. I think Floyd was being a lot nicer, not knocking him out, and keeping things alive. But that whole situation was crazy.
Yeah, because you see how he dogged Conor McGregor.
Yeah.
He did that same thing to Logan, but I think he did kind of take it easy on him.
Yeah. I did see the weight difference though.
Yeah.
Like
he looked like he was towering over Mayweather.
Yeah. But that is crazy though. But I salute Mayweather for securing the bag by any means necessary. He's trying to secure that bag by any means necessary.
He said legalized bank robbery. Y'all just
Facts. Facts. That's facts. I do think Floyd probably need to chill though when it comes to these like exhibitions or whatever. Cause it's like obviously you bored. I really think he just you just sit down, like enjoy retirement, or enjoy training Gervonta. Cause I think Gervonta gonna be up there.
Gonna be a problem.
Yeah.
Gonna be a problem.
But shout out to Floyd. I think for after this Floyd don't need to take no more. Cause at this point it's kind of getting ridiculous. Cause I think Muhammad Ali he did the same thing in Japan.
Yeah.
But didn't he fight a wrestler?
I think so. I think it was a wrestler.
Yeah. Yeah, I think they need to chill. But Floyd, one thing about Floyd gonna get a bag for sure.
Don't get a bag.
Get it back for sure. But I do feel like even though Floyd was being easy on him, I do feel like Logan Paul he did win in a way, cause whether Floyd was being easy on him or not, he stood the distance. He stood the distance. So I mean, you can never. And then I would see if it's like somebody who's not a top boxer, but Floyd is like the GOAT in our day generation. He the GOAT. So it's like, then you stood 8 rounds with the GOAT of boxing. Yeah. And then, like, what? Logan was only training for a year. This is his first boxing match. Yeah. So, that's crazy. But the thing that tripped me out, though, was looking at the stats.
Oh, yeah. You see how he only had like 15% of his punches that actually landed.
Exactly. But one.
Go back to that first round when he almost wrong and he threw that flurry. All those punches wasn't clean.
Exactly.
That was the whole fight. Him throwing unclean punches.
Yeah, that's crazy. And one thing one of the things I want to do like in boxing is like I want to study how do they grade the punches.
Yeah.
Cause they be coming so fast. It's like how you count them, or who be counting them.
You gotta have an eye for that. You gotta have an eye for that. That's like any type of ref or anything like that. Like you gotta really be paying close attention to the line, where the out of bounds line is, where this is at. You know what I'm saying? They gotta look at the small intricacies of what's going on.
Yeah.
In whatever sport it is.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty crazy. But I support it though. Shout out to Floyd. Shout out to Logan. I ain't gonna lie, Logan, Jake, they been securing them bags, and no matter what people say, Jake is a fighter. Yeah. Jake a fighter, bro. Like Nate Robinson, he should have at least came prepared. Reset. Okay, we good?
Yeah.
All right. But yeah, man. Yeah. But Jake is a fighter. I don't care what nobody say. Jake is a fighter. I do want to see I do want to see Jake fight a real boxer though, like not these MMA guys, because you know MMA and boxing is two different things. I do want to see Jake actually fight a real boxer, because honestly he probably won't last.
Yeah.
Just being real. But you know whatever he floats. Well, he undefeated technically.
Yeah.
He undefeated.
Yeah.
Bro, keep winning. I don't knock it at all. But let's see. What's the next topic? Get into Kevin Samuels. You know Kevin? You been on Kevin Samuels?
Yeah, I done seen some clips.
Yeah.
I done seen some clips.
I think Kevin Samuels. I think he's needed.
Yeah.
To a certain extent, like I agree with him on the subject of, you know, the world not being truthful to women, but you know men have no problem accepting what the truth is or whatever,
because we don't have a choice but to accept it.
Exactly.
Yeah,
we don't have a choice to accept it. So I do think that when it comes to people like Kevin Samuels, I think that talk is needed. And like one thing I hate when people get mad or when women get mad at people like Kevin Samuels for stating their opinion, and then they automatically, you know, they want to start bashing him, talking about, oh, he's gay, he don't like women, things like that. I'm like, dang, he can't have an opinion.
Yeah, they don't agree with the opinion, so they feel it's getting involved to the point to where you just trash off top.
Exactly.
Just because of the opinion you just had, instead of at least trying to listen and, okay, I see what your side is, here's my side.
Yeah. But even like watching his shows, because I actually watched a lot of his clips. Some of the women be agreeing with him. A lot of women be agreeing with him about, you know, they standards. They be wanting a certain type of standards, but not even, they can't even maintain that standard. Like you want a rich man or a high value man per se, or somebody who's making millions and millions of dollars, but you're not willing to accept what come with that. You know, possibly not the person not even being up every night with you, or the person even having mistress, or you know, just the person not being only one to be committed to you. It's like those are some real point.
Oh yeah,
that's a real point.
Oh yeah. You bring home $100,000, you ain't gonna be home every night. You got a business to run. That's
exactly
24/7. That don't stop just cause you in the house now.
Exactly. And then the part that really, like, I think really hits home though, and I think this is where like a lot of women do get offended, is like the part with where he touched on about the more kids single women have, you know, the more, you know, people who are in that field of what they want really don't want to be dealt with, because you know they got other things. You know, a businessman or a millionaire don't want to be bothered with somebody else's kid who they're not even raised, or you know they my age per se. It's like, well, dang.
I think most men that are single don't want to have to deal with another person's kids. It just is what it is. Like that's somebody else's seed.
Yeah, I do think, like, I agree with Kevin that I think it's just hard for a lot of women to process that, because they've been not lied to, but people don't tell women the truth.
Yeah.
Because, you know, they feelings.
Yeah.
But then it's like, you know, when that conversation do come up, you know, it be seeming like Kevin is being a dick to them.
Yeah.
When, you know, he just kind of, it is kind of being like, I go like, he do be being a dick a little bit.
You stop it, but it's his platform though.
Yeah, you're
it's
right.
His platform, and a lot of times it seems like they come in wanting to know questions on their own. It don't pertain to the topic at hand that he's trying to talk about.
Exactly.
So I think that is the noise, and he just be like, "Nah, we ain't doing all this. You came on here, we ain't even talking about this." And you know what I'm saying?
And I like that too. I think that's needed too, because it's like, because even watching Kevin, I've started to notice certain things when it came to women.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, if they don't like something you're saying, they'll try to change the topic or bring up a whole nother topic or change the issue.
Deflection.
Yeah, deflection. But it's Kevin who's really showed me that, like, that is really going on out here.
Yeah.
And it's crazy. It's like, dang. But I support what Kevin's saying he's doing. I support, like, you know, the whole high value man concept. That's a really intricate way of looking at it, and that's like, I do think that's needed by more people too, though. Just being honest.
Yeah.
Cause it's like, you know, we can have those conversations behind closed doors, but, you know, maybe if we have them in the public, you know, it might change some things. It might, you know, help a lot more people live in reality.
Yeah.
Rather, you know, trying to live a fantasy. And then also that ties into why most of them be single for so long. Cause, you know, they still trying to leave a dream that they can't even reach, or they can't even maintain if they had it.
And that Disney program at the show, man, they want the Prince Charming to come sweep them off their feet.
Exactly.
Take them to the castle, and hey, every man ain't gonna get to that castle just like that. So you gotta look out for who gonna take care of you and who really cares about you.
Exactly. And that's one thing I noticed in high school. It's like a lot of the people I went to high school with, you know, they don't want to work at all or want to do anything at all. They just want, a lot of the females I went to high school with, they just want somebody, Prince Charming, to just sweep them off their feet, rich or whatever, and that's it. They don't want to know if the person love them or not.
Yeah. So half the time you don't even hear about that love. Love ain't really real like that. So it seems like, at least from that standpoint.
Exactly. But yeah, I support Kevin Sands. Have you checked out Charleston White?
I haven't heard about Charleston White.
Oh man, you need to check out Charleston White, man.
Oh, okay.
Charleston, he's extreme. He's an uncle. He portrays himself as an Uncle Tom. Yeah. But he uses that to bring about real conversations. Yeah. But he funny. He funny. He be going. You gotta check him out. Charleston funny, bro.
Charleston White. I'm gonna check that.
Yeah. That's actually why I wanted Rax to come here today, because Rax be sending me Charleston videos. He be going. That man is funny. He's like the opposite version of Kevin Samuels. Yeah. But he's like very blunt. Yeah. But he's funny with it. He calls himself, his nickname is Rat Williams. Because I mean he do look a little bit like Cat. Yeah. Williams, but Charleston be having me dead.
I gotta check him out.
Now when it comes to, got a few more topics. New music. It's been a lot of new music. I ain't touched on music in any of my shows for a while, honestly. I did enjoy Lil Baby and Lil Durk's album. I think it was a solid effort. I think Durk been on a tremendous run when it comes to the music he's been putting out. So I did like that. Migos put out an album last night. That was pretty solid. Better than I expected, because we haven't heard from the Migos in years. But it's a pretty solid effort. One of the albums I'm patiently waiting, 2 albums that I'm patiently waiting for is Drake's album and Kendrick Lamar's album. So I definitely looking forward to those. And seeing seeing what brings about, because you know it's been years since Drake. No, it ain't been years, but it's been a minute since Drake dropped a full album. As well, and Kendrick, it's been half a decade.
Yeah. Well, the last one was Damn, but he released the backwards version of Damn like a couple years back. It was just like that's the last thing we got from him.
I ain't heard from Kendrick at all. Like at all. I ain't even seen a picture of Kendrick.
For real.
But yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to those albums, especially Kendrick, because I think Kendrick is very interesting, because Kendrick, he don't come in
the light. This light still off?
This
one.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we good. One thing about Kendrick is I like Kendrick, he take his time and like he really take his time with his music and break down every single word. like, you know, you listen to some of the content, and you know, you go back and listen to them in reverse. It's a whole story. Like, that's hard. That's hard for somebody like Kendrick to do something like that. Going over one of my last topics is investments. So y'all, as y'all know, like, you know, with it being 2021, you know, I'm starting to make a little bit more money. You know, I'm starting to, you know, get on my investment tip, as most people have been doing. I've been investing a lot into stocks, also cryptocurrency. I've been checking that out. So, you know, the one thing about crypto is it's been up and down. So it's like I had a really up moment, and then when the market dropped, it hit hard. And it ain't like stocks where you can predict it.
Yeah.
It's like this minute everything might be up.
Yeah.
100%. And then next minute everything is down. You back to zero. Like Dogecoin.
Oh yeah.
Man, Dogecoin was up. I know somebody who made about what? $5,000 from Dogecoin, and then it dropped tremendously. And that it hurt when it dropped too.
Yeah.
It's like, dang. You can't. It's been one of the biggest investment tips that I like to give to people is that make sure that you're investing into. You're putting in money that you can afford to lose. Don't put in anything that you cannot afford to lose. That's one of the biggest tips that I've learned when it comes to like investing. Like even in whether it's real estate, whether it's stock market, you name it, whatever thing you're trying to invest in, don't invest what you cannot afford to lose. Because if you lose it, like if you put in your rent money and you was expecting to make a profit and it dropped, especially in crypto, and it dropped, you out of luck, bro. You out of luck, and it's it be hitting hard. Like even when I do put in money that I can afford to lose, I still it hit hard.
Oh yeah.
When the market dropped, cause it ain't like the stock market to where, you know, you can predict, you know, things probably gonna come back up in a few days.
Yeah.
Where crypto, you don't know when it's coming back up.
Exactly. Cause that month was like up. I want to say Bitcoin was up like 60, and it's been staying down there in that 30 range lately. It's like, is it gonna pull back up? When is it gonna pull back up?
Exactly.
Do I just keep it in there? Do I hold it? Do I let it go?
Exactly.
Hey, you gotta make that decision.
Fact. But I do want to, like, you know, with that being said, like, with investments, I do want to start getting into things like tech, and like, you know, I want to like invest in like early startup companies, like, you know, how early startups like Apple, early startups like Facebook, things like that. That's, you know, really gonna stand the test of time. Amazon as well.
Yeah.
Like those are like some big tech companies that I admire very well, and that's what I kind of strive to invest towards, because I know companies like those are never gonna fail, or if they fail, everybody fail. Because like if Amazon went out of business today, it's gonna hurt so many people.
Everybody pockets. But you got to think, if a business like that is failing, you got to think that it's another business right on the forefront of going past what they doing, or taking over what they doing. Because somebody has to pick up that ball.
You're right. Yeah, you're right. That's a good way of looking at it. Most definitely. That is definitely a good way to look at it. Hopefully that don't happen, because, you know, I'm trying to make some money. But my only thing is, like, when it do come to companies like investing in like Amazon or Apple, it's like I wish I had money back then. Yeah. Like 10 years ago, or like my pockets was how they were now, to where, you know, I could put in $500. I could put in $100 or something like that. Because, you know, even if you would have put in like $5 in Bitcoin 10 years ago,
you'd be a millionaire.
You'd be a millionaire. Yeah, you'd be a millionaire. But that's really pretty much it. Appreciate everybody for checking out the show. More episodes are coming with the high video quality, audio by Fresco Studios as well. So appreciate y'all for listening. Again, you want to sponsor the show or sponsor your business, or you want to be on the show, just feel free to reach out, and we got you covered. It's been Eli Talks. Appreciate everybody for listening. Like on YouTube when we post on YouTube. Be sure to give us a good review on Apple Podcasts. Anywhere you get your podcast, if they allow you to leave a review, go ahead, give us 5 stars, leave a review, all that good stuff, because all that stuff matters. And most definitely stream the show. That's how we get paid. Stream the audio. We get paid off audio. It pays a lot better than YouTube does. So stream. But this is it. I appreciate y'all. Go tell him.